Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. Everyone in my home is still awake, so if my microphone mutes, that's why. But you did. You snuck in. You caught a moment where it's abnormally quiet in here. No promises on how long that will last. How's your stream? How are you doing tonight? Just got started tonight, so finished your watercolor turtle. Oh man, I haven't done a turtle in a long time. For anybody that's not familiar, I do traditional art streaming, mostly acrylics, and just recently started working in 16 by 20 format, so kind of a larger painting, and it seems to be that we're completing them in about 2 to 3 streams, and right now I'm streaming 5 days a week, maybe a bonus in there in the evening hours. But right now, starting to work on the forms that are more in the foreground, kind of making sure the values are in the right place, and then I'm going to be finishing up the cliffs, and I hope to work on the water. So basically I got to finish up this cliff. That's pretty much detailed out, this big rock thingy, and then I'm going to do this, it's kind of foreground, I call it midground, and then start doing all the sea foam in the water, and that'll be nice. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. Yeah, at first I was challenged to figure out how I would even stream a 16 by 20, you know, just the camera angles and everything, but so the camera for the painting is basically sitting on my shoulder like a parrot. It's like on a stand that curves out and around. So, pretty much the only way to do it. It's just a little bit askew. It's not like terrible. And the face cam, and I got new lights that are a little bit better. But I mean, what can you do? Like, my ceiling is right here. So to get even lighting is really challenging. But, you know, yeah, everything's working right now, knock on wood. It's working brilliantly. Very minimal setup and takedown time. Great. Kind of excited to see how that cliff is going to come out. Yeah, don't knock it. Oh my god. Airbrush wizard. So do you actually like work in airbrush and do you stream it? Because that's something I've never tried, and there's very few things I have never tried at all. And thank you for the follow. You point your lighting at the ceiling. I tried doing that and it wouldn't give it to me. Like, it wouldn't give me enough. I feel like, I don't know, like the closeness of everything. I would have to put a light pointing at the ceiling, like kind of behind me or something like that. I don't know. But then I would shadow it. This is not a lot of space. Like the wall behind my painting is very close, and then this wall is right here. It's like right where my, not even where my arm ends. Like if I stretched out my hand, it would go through the window, but yeah. And then that way is like the rest of the house, so it's another big cavern of space. 3 lights pointed at the ceiling? Yeah, yeah. Well, now I have 1 light pointed at the ceiling, and then I have like a ring light off to my left. And then I have this really long band of LEDs, which is now really nicely lighting this. Because without this one, and it has a dimmer, yeah. Without that one, it's like that. So that's not good. It does a good job. Very nice. Yes and yes. Master of nothing. Yeah, I had a really hard time with doing like a lot of mixed media and just having fun trying out everything. And like every time I moved, my art boxes were the majority of my belongings, just all my stuff, and I really had to focus and not allow my stuff to be dinking around with mixed media anymore, so that I could like really just get good at one thing. And that was on the advice of an art teacher. They're like, you should just get good at one thing. I think you could be good at one thing. And I'm like, oh man, that's not as fun. But you know, there's just really only so many hours in the day. And I just always feel like I never have enough time to do all the things I want to do. So it's good for me at this point where I'm at right now to just be like, not allowed. This lamp was great. If you want, I'll like post it in Discord or something for you. This lamp was, I think it was like $98. I bought it on Amazon, and it has a clamp, or you can screw it into anywhere too. And it's like the band of lights has got to be 20 inches long, and it's super even, and you can tilt it really easily, and it has 2 different pivot points. It's rad. "48-hour days." I know. I feel like in a lot of ways streaming really keeps me on track, because what I will do is I'll tell people what I'm going to be doing, and then it's like a little bit more accountability factor, which is good. Airbrushes on stream. Yep, that is like one of those names that really lets you know what's going on. I mean, like, I've messed around with spray paint, like, I'd say a decent amount. I mean, I've done a mural. It's probably 16, like a 25-foot mural with spray paint, but you know, it's not like airbrush. You don't have a massive amount of control or anything like that. Yeah. Oh man, I feel like I finally have enough lighting. Only that, like when I'm setting up to stream, I don't want to be putting anything else anywhere. Oh, I know, the time and the energy. Ugh. That's why I had to start doing these, minimal microphone streams, because if I'm going to stream when everybody else is awake, which is when I have energy too, it's like I need to be able to just mute my mic at any point because dog, kid, other things happening. Can be quite a ruckus sometimes, not always. Tell your dog I said hi. Thanks for the rate. Doggo. And yeah, the kid's 5, so you never know. At any moment, he could just yell out something wildly inappropriate, like, you know, having to poop or something like that. Your little Yorkie, how cute. I have a Australian Shepherd puppy, like a mini. He's a cute guy. And he's a sleepy pie right now, too. Oh, those days. Yeah, talk about no energy. I have goals. I'm just being driven by goals. Goals and small bursts of caffeine. Because everything is going to take such a long time, I can't do too much on the caffeine, because then I'll just freaking burn myself out with that, too. Snoring smoother. my puppy is never awake when I'm streaming, so he doesn't get a lot of features. Okay, I feel like that rock is pretty well represented. Now the sand just got this warm color. That's too green. Let's see. Just mix it right here. That's cadmium deep. Gonna probably need to mute that color a bit. We'll see. Maybe warm it up a bit. This is raw umber. I'll mix that in there. Nope, gonna need just straight red. Oh, you got it in an attached garage? That's sweet. Cute. Yeah, we have a pretty small home, so everybody's kind of in the same room all the time. It's definitely like the definition of a living room, like everyone's living in here. The living room. Oh wow, that color got real close. You know, that's the nice thing. I followed this advice from this painting class that I'm taking. And they're like, you know, one of the big reasons for using a limited palette is that you'll be able to remix colors really way easier. And I have observed that, for sure. Oh, hi, Allison. Good to see you tonight. Okay. Highlight that rock a little bit on that side. I'm doing well. I had a busy day, but it was a weekend day. And you saw me learning how to TikTok. Right now I'm learning how to TikTok. And I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. You can tell I'm trying, right? Yeah, I know you can. You can see the efforts like pouring out. I made like 4. I don't know. Maybe less, maybe more. I think I made maybe 3 TikTok videos today. So proud. At least 2 of them are good. You got that far. Yeah. Well, you have to figure out what you can do that feels good to you and is also entertaining, and that's kind of tricky. And I looked at what other artists were doing and I was like, okay. Let's see, what kind of middle ground can I get here? But it's supposed to have more organic like reach, which is like discoverability, than pretty much anywhere else. Like if you're a random person looking for art or just interested in art, you are more likely to be discovered on that platform than on platforms like Instagram, because everybody's just reposting the most awesome thing imaginable, which then you end up seeing like 100 times and you're like, yeah, I've seen that painting before, I'd rather just see something new, please. Instagram has become like the ultimate copycat platform, kinda. I feel like I never get any new interest on Instagram at all.
Give me 1 second, let me step in my house.
The TikTok queen with 3 followers. I feel like everybody at this point watches a little bit of TikTok, whether you see it on like Instagram or YouTube, or it's kind of like, it's so bite-sized and there's so much movement and it's so engaging that it's definitely going to keep on growing for people that are more bold, like, you know, with Instagram or other social media platforms. It's really easy to just like post a picture, but it is far more effort and takes more thought to put together a video, even if it's just a video of 3 photos. So there's going to be less people on it, I think, in general. So if you really, really pushed hard, I feel like you would float to the top a little bit sooner than you would on other places. I don't know. Hellison, oh yeah, you should do it. Did you catch that I got that paint at IKEA? Dude, the finger painting one was fun. It made me kind of want to do another finger painting one. I'll stream it next time. Yep, clips. I'm trying to remember to make clips of myself while painting. And then, you know, like 4 2.5 second clips and then a big pan at the end, and then a zoom out of a finished piece. I kind of like that format. I think that's pretty engaging and interesting, and when it's synced up to music, it's pretty cool. So I definitely want to do that, and then I want to do the fun and funky, the little how-to things, because I think that was fun. And then I was playing around with the idea of making a video for a piece that's already completed, so I obviously can't go back and do like any kind of brushstroke videos on that, but I have a couple on there that play around with like zooming into specific spots and having like transition and special effects. It's a whole thing. But I think there's a couple that are cool. They're at the very least entertaining to look at. I like the lightning up there. Hi there, two nerds. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it's a kind of unique place called Sharkfin Cove, or Bay? Cove. Too small to be a bay, obviously. This is like the whole thing. I'm hoping to get into the water. It looks chilly, but I'm still hoping to get in. At least to dip a toe. But you know, like once... I don't know, once we get going on that sea foam, it might go quick. It's still early. We'll see. We'll see. Lurky turkey away, thank you for hanging out. It was a quack. I like it. Quacks me up.
Which one did you tap on? The canson? Tap on it.
Somebody bought it. Somebody bought a quack sound. See? They're the ones in control. Is that funny? You can say hi. Ooh, careful of the paint. Just wave. Just wave.
Hi.
There you go. Ooh. Careful. Good job, son. Good job. Yes. It is Tyler. They said hello, Tyler. Yeah, it is. You know it is. See that?
Yes, I know. I want it.
Did you see that, Tyler?
Yeah, it's right over there for the dog. Actually, he was empty.
His voice is faint, but he said that he likes it and it's over there and the dog is sleeping next to it. He can totally read too, by the way. Is that a funny face, Tyler? It's just, it's like a crying from, it's a happy cry face. That's what that is. Oh, be careful of my chair. Oh man, did you see that one?
Oh, shoot. I
Look.
just get some
It's okay.
dog. Just a dog.
Just a dog, not a woodchuck. Oh, dog. Oh, I see. Your favorite animal's dog? You love the dog. There you go. A co-stream. Oh no, I guess when we get him his own stool. What are you gonna type? You can just talk to them. He typed that, I didn't. You saw it. Yeah, this whole thing, like being isolated and on the computer all the time, has taught him how to read and write. He's not even in kindergarten yet. Oh no! Hey, whoa! That was the wrong finger to get paint on. Here, let's dip it in the water.
What did you say?
Said you were smart.
Oh,
Says that's great though.
oh bigger.
Ooh! Hey Tyler, you have 10 more minutes to go play.
Okay,
Can you go do that for me, please?
okay. But first,
What? You got one more emoji? What are you gonna say? Alright, thank you, Tyler. Can you say bye-bye?
bye.
Okay, go on. Go play. 10 more minutes. That's too funny, right? Yeah. That's the thing about the streams where I start at 7. He's still awake until 8:30, so anything could happen. He pretty much just learned everything. He wants to be a streamer when he grows up. A game streamer, obviously. I know. I thought about that. Listen, when schools decide that they're essential in California and maybe just like open up and start teaching people, then he'll learn how to spell things the normal way. We'll see about that though, because like the way the prevalence of autocorrect and everything, it's gonna know. It's gonna be weird. Trampoline time. And it's just the teachers union, and I feel like they're just doing it for money. It's absurd. Because like I work in my day job, I work in a grocery store. I've been working in a grocery store the whole time. Thousands of people. And then I have to school my kid. It's like, really? Come on, guys. Pull your stuff together. was supposed to go into TK, and so it was like a bonus year, right? It was a bonus year. He was going to do TK, and it was such a mess. So get this, it's like a half an hour in the morning, right? And it was just sheer chaos. And the teacher was letting people get away with being so disrespectful and rude that we decided ultimately it was just teaching him to be like that. That was okay. And so we pulled him out of it. We were just like, no, this is not productive. And honestly, with where he is academically and socially, like, all he needs is to just socialize with people his age in a regular, in a group of people that he sees on a regular basis, and to engage with them like in a one-on-one kind of situation, or small groups or whatever, like learning to take directions in a group with other children. And he cannot get that in a online environment. So we were just like, this is a waste of our time because it doesn't even happen on our days off. So we literally have 0 days off, and at a certain point you have to decide, like, what is your life going to look like, and what are you getting out of this? And I was like, no, I actually feel bad that anybody is getting paid for my presence, tolerating this horrible, horrible online environment. It was just, yeah, it was not good. I mean, like, I was really, really tempted to film some of it, because I was like, this is so bad, like, it would go viral on the internet, but I signed a thing that said I wouldn't document it. I mean, I could have, I mean, good thing people signed a thing that wouldn't be documented, because it was real bad. We just go to the park, like, as much as humanly possible, which is really exhausting, but, you know, oh well, it is what it is. Gotta get something going on, you know? flip the overlay. So funny when the face cam freezes. It's like, okay, enough of that. That thing. It's because I knocked on wood. I know it. It's gotta be what happened. I'm just glad it's not the other way around where the art camera freezes, because that would we couldn't go on after that, and I'm not sure how long it would take for me to realize that happened. So these are all good things. Okay, there, that's giving me that glow that I want. Okie dokie. I think that's pretty much it for the cliffs. I don't know, I keep on adjusting them and bringing up the values on the lighter parts, and I fixed the orientation of the bottom of one just now, and I feel a lot better about that. Let's see, let's put a little bit more yellow. Here. Okay. Good. About ready to put that sea foam in. Might brighten up the blue a bit also. And in saying all that, I'm thinking I'm gonna need to make some space on this mixing palette, because yikes. Okay, I'm gonna mix some blue. Gonna hit the hay. Alright, have a nice night. Thanks for stopping in. That's a good spot. Need to mix some blue here. Need to be vibrant. Like in just some spots here. Savera, how's your walk? Cold. Oh yeah. Where you are, it's like the cold. The real kind of cold. Basecamp froze. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I know, sometimes it freezes. I'm not exactly sure why it freezes halfway through. It's bizarro. But at least it's the face cam and not the art cam, because then I'd have to restart the stream and that would be annoying. It froze one other time. So like one time out of 10 it freezes like halfway through, and I don't know, like it doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to it, because it is working the rest of the time, so I don't know. Oh man. seafoam, it's the magical part. We will see if painting all these weird shadows and stuff is gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, I know. There is a little, because I mean the camera's like right there, you know? I mean, it's almost like bizarrely close, like. It's so dark, thankfully. It's just right there. Put your camera on my shoulder. I should try to make a video of this part. This is the hard part. It's like, when do I make the darn video for Snapchat? And then it's like, I'm gonna have to edit out the part where I just went over that rock. What a joy. Switch the charger over to the reference picture phone. So many phones. Oof. I'm glad we got into the water today because I really wanted to do that. Gotta lower the chair down some. Holy Toledo. Okay, now we probably won't get the side of my face. Now it will be like the top of my head, possibly. Possibly not. Lost myself in my reference for a second there. I was like, where am I? Yeah, the worst is when it's blocking something. And I know from this camera angle is great because it's never blocking anything. It's just blocking a little bit of like palette or whatever. So that's good. Because you don't want anybody waiting on your head to move. Nobody needs that kind of pressure. this part is fun because I really feel like it makes it come to life. When we put the highlights on the seafoam, when we put the bright whites on there, that really wakes it up too. Actually are some rocks here that I'm gonna represent. those are the rocks. This is fun. It's fun to do also, and as it dries it gets a little bit darker, and then we can see where we need to develop it more and kind of just like slowly punch up the highlights. So there's a lot of different layers to this stuff. again soon. it's starting to be at a place where I like it. You can feel the movement of the water. It's got pretty good dimension. Yeah. You can kind of feel what kind of surf day it is. It's kind of like whooshing in softly. Except for where it cracks that one rock. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna leave that rock alone because I'm pretty happy with it when I don't look at the reference photo, and then I look at the reference photo and I'm like, oh, detail, and it's like, no. Leave the detail alone. That's the foreground, it's not the focal point. Just leave it alone. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn to be a little looser away from focal point. And, yeah. It's so hard. I feel like the values in the water are pretty much aced though. Like this is really tiny for you to see, but the values in the water are like, they're good. They're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Like the where it goes from like green to warms to reddish rocks back to sand. I'm pretty happy with that. So now really what's left is like this, dude, I can get so lost in the details, and like I did this commission of like Big Sur Beach, and I did all the details. Like I'm pretty sure there was no stone unpainted, and it's on my website if you want to see it. It's ridiculous. Like I could have titled it Beach of 10,000 Rocks. It was really funny. You should see it. It's really funny. Like when you think about like I didn't stream it. It would have been a great stream. Except for I was potty training the puppy during that painting, and this was like right before, this was before Christmas, so it was in the insano time. Before Christmas, potty training the puppy, like just doing all of this stuff. I think we were still doing the homeschooling at that point, and it's just like, well, I'm sorry, not the homeschooling. We're still doing the homeschooling, but the school that they give you to do, their whole program, oh my god, it was nuts. Okay, I think I have all these colors that are in this foliage already mixed and like out here, so that's cool. Now it's just a matter of getting some shapes that we like. sunlight, dark. There's no light on this foreground at all, really. Maybe I'll bring some light on some of the longer dried grass. It was a seascape, yeah. It was a seascape, and it might even be on Instagram too. On the Instagram, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 rows down and on the right side. And it's this one with the bright blue sky. And there's like, yeah, I did a close-up on the rocks. And the cliffs and everything. Oh man. Ridiculous. Yeah, that one. That's the one. That's funny, huh? That's a lot of flipping rocks. If I just got like a penny for each rock, I think I would have made more than the regular commission price. And there's like reflection in the water underneath all the rocks and stuff too. Like I really had to think about the order of painting everything when I was painting it. Whew. Yeah, it's a little more detailed than I think. I don't know. I was nervous because it was a commission, so the guy was like, paint this picture. And I was like, yes, sir. And then I literally painted the picture. But I mean, I made good time, and I made good money for the time, you know? I mean, like, relatively, he got it cheap. I don't think anybody would have put that much detail in for, like, that price, but, yeah. He was happy. I felt fine with it. So the painting that we're doing next time is going to be either this lighthouse or this one, and I think this would be a vertical. That's like a local scene. The colors are popping. So I mean, I'm gonna see if I can fit a vertical one on here. You know what I'm saying? I need a script brush to put in these last couple grasses. In the reference photo, there's like 30 people in this shot that I am just completely ignoring. No, thank you. I should take another thing, another, you know, I did, admittedly, I did work on this painting just a little bit off of stream. Just like in little chunks. Yesterday. So, that is why it got done in 2 streams. Yeah, so no fretting on that. This got done in 2 streams because it was probably like a cumulative, I don't know, like an hour or something like that. I pretty much detailed in the central rock and then finished up the sky. And then, you know, of course, made a TikTok video out of that. One last go around with the white. And this is going to be like ultra thick, the whitest of white, has not touched anything else. I'm just going to put it in some areas. In its purest form. Okay. There is so much color you don't get to see on stream, so I'm excited to post this on Instagram and on my website and stuff like that. But once I get 5 paintings, big paintings, I'm going to take them to a place and get it photographed for reproductions. And after I do that, then I'll list like a group of paintings for sale at the same time, and I'll do like a release of a series release. And then anybody that is on my newsletter for my website will get a 2-day head start and a 10% discount coupon for reproductions or the original. And then, so that's how this is going to go. I'm going to do like 4 paintings in a series. Like I'll post them all on social media and stuff, but I'll release them all at once in like a batch. That's what I'm thinking. To kind of like build excitement, suspense, I don't know. But it seems like a good plan. Either way, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will be back tomorrow at 9ish, and we'll start a new one. Another big boy. Possibly vertical. We'll see how it is. But yeah, have a good night.